Hello everybody, I am Paul with many voices and welcome back to the old DLC Archipelago in Prison Architect. The prison where I have built a group of islands with every level of security and all the stuff that the DLCs introduced. Well, most of them anyway. Anyway, we are getting close to 8 o'clock, and as I said, I would record every single day in-game, starting at around 8 o'clock for the intake. And I'll show you exactly what I intend on doing. So for the first day, I was bringing in all of the death row inmates, and I've got 5 of them, as you can see. Bringing in 4 medium, 4 minimum, and 4 maximum security prisoners. However, this is what I'm gonna do. There you go. There's our first. Medium security. Or minimum security. Nothing. Okay, you're a workaholic. However, I will be changing all of the non-death row inmates, non-maximum security inmates, into maximum security. So you're a supplier in a pickpocket, and you're a skilled fighter. Okay. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I am of the belief that if a prisoner would come in as a minimum or medium security prisoner, and you set them to maximum security while having the cleared for transfer turned on, that those prisoners at least will be more likely to want to transfer. So that was all of the inmates. Sadly, all of these food trays are gonna be stuck in there forever. Bug in the system, I know. I removed all of those chairs, and those food trays are about to be removed as well. However, what I want to look at are my prisoners. And as you can see, 5 of the 12 prisoners that came in already want to transfer. Good chance is that these prisoners were already medium or minimum security. And of course we have our death row inmates. Mr. Hay, Mr. Wagstaff, Yanisco, and Wilders. It's not Geert. Wouldn't it be funny if it was Geert? Either way, what I intend on doing for this, for the remainder of this playthrough, is that every day for the first episode on this particular series, I will be bringing in 12 prisoners, 4 of each. None of the Supermax, no legendaries, definitely no criminally insane. And once I have about 48 maximum security prisoners, which will not include the prisoners that will have been sent over to protective custody, or already have gone criminally insane, or even Supermax, then I will only start bringing in maximum security prisoners. And death row, of course. Either way, I will be recording each day with the intake that you just saw, so that I can sort out my inmates where they want to go. For instance, if I had one of the guys here already being a snitch, he would have been immediately sent to protective custody instead of maximum security. So this is one of the things that I will do. What I will also record each day at the start of the intake, once I've done the intake, is check out the prisoners to see how many want to transfer, if prisoners are already eligible for transfer, and to showcase we already have a few criminally insane and a few Supermax prisoners. Next up, I will be recording every single one of the executions. I will only showcase the first execution slowly, step by step, and the rest of the executions I'm just gonna blitz through it. So if you want to do every single execution slowly, you'll have to do it yourself, because once again, in the movie description I will be adding the download link to the Steam Workshop in the movie description. So for the first day, well, this is really it. Also, if a event starts, which for the first video will most likely not happen, because events will only start appearing once you have a 50 prisoners inside of your prison, and currently with 17, that's nowhere near enough. So for the first episode, I don't really expect any events to happen. Now for this first episode that I'll record like this, I'll record 4 days. And every subsequent episode will be 3 days. So events, executions, intake with transfers, showcasing Insane and Supermax. Those I will record. And if anything else comes up, I'll record that as well. So there's gonna be day number 1. I'll see you for day number 2. Alrighty, day number 2. We're doing a little toilet search, but gonna end it because we are done. Running low on cash, and I spend a little bit of cash on increasing the power production over here purely for the exports. Because I'm not getting $10,000 per day on power export. Oh, here we are. Verge, aka T-Rex Killer. I need to reach you. Brad was arrested for the murder of T-Rex after hitting him with a city bus. Okay. Brad shouted T-Rex is a D, took all my weed, and then he walked in front of my bus 13 times. Let me go so I can get high on my bus or put me to death. Leave it to Beaver. Right. Let's see. Well, in that case, welcome to maximum security. Mr. Lee. Mr. Welch. Mr. Betteridge, I hope you will be better than the rest. Foodie. Okay. Green Thumb. Now, Green Thumb, if this guy was minimum security, he would not need education to work over here. So that would be beneficial if he actually manages to get into minimum security. And here we have him, Mark the Morris, one of the lead developers from Introversion. He was one of the guys who did the videos each month. Yeah. What do I see here? It seems that one of our death row inmates has either been released or 15 and 9 is 24. Oh. Right. Wait. Mr. Kelly. There you are. I missed you. I need to learn to aim better. Anyway, it seems that one of our death row inmates has managed to become a maximum security prisoner. Now, I don't know which one it was. Maybe go back into the recording to find out who it was. But as you can see, already 9 prisoners want to transfer. Wait, was it Hay? Nah, it was a minimum security. We do have Odin. Medico, no, Odin. Tired of gangs fighting, blah. Right, speaking of gangs, we already do have a green gang member in death row. Mr. Wilders. Oh well. And here we see Mr. De Grouchy, being the grouch that he is, having to spend another 3 hours in solitary. We found weapons in his toilet during the tunnel search. So, yeah. And he's already being brought back, and he's probably gonna have to have another 2 hours or so in solitary. So far no one has gone insane yet. So far no one has murdered anyone yet. Knock on wood, because we're definitely gonna see some murders. In the meantime, I messed around a little bit with the schedule. Not the policy, not the grants, but the regime. I gave minimum or medium security this hour and this hour of free time. They were a lock up. Maximum security has 1 hour of full free time at 7 p.m. where they will have lock up. And this originally was fully work lock up, but what I like to do for my maximum security prisoners, when I have a block of 3 hour of work, I like to do the middle hour as work free time, so that they could potentially go to the shop and buy stuff. And for medium security, I have it mirrored where they have the first and third hour in the block of 3 as work free time, and then the middle one is work lockup. Also, I gave medium security this hour of work free time just because. Did I do anything else? Yeah, I'm trying to get more power for the power production, of course. I remembered that I needed to mess with my deployment a little bit because none of my doctors were assigned to a specific room. They were all gathered up over here, so now I split them all. Same with my cooks. I, for some strange reason, only have 9 cooks. So I'm gonna be hiring a couple more. 16 is fine for now. 18 doctors. It's a little too much, I believe. So I think what I'll do in that regard, since doctors are quite expensive. Where are you? You're resting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think this will be fine. I also designated my farm staff in deployment to prioritize each of the fields with we'll do it like this, so that each of the fields has 1 farm staff prioritized. I am trying to figure out why this isn't working properly, but I set this zone and this zone and this zone to access only. I wanted to do this zone, but it's insecure because, well, it is insecure. I'll dump you, and sadly these won't be able to get dumped, so yeah. Why the hell are you going over there? Or are you feeding the prisoners? Speaking of, let's see. Logistics. Food distribution, where are you? I cannot. So apparently this kitchen is useless. Because they have no canteen. Oh well. Not my problem. I guess then that this kitchen could then say staff room here. Staff room here. Yeah, we're gonna have one kitchen do all of the staff rooms. Could do that. And there. And where's the staff room here? And here as well. Okay. Then you do that. You just do that. you just do that. Oh, we have another staff room over there. Perfect. Why the mailroom, though? That doesn't make sense. So then you just provide food for these 4 canteens, and then I cannot remove this. Fine. I'll redo everything then. There's one here. One here. I kinda like the idea of having one centralized kitchen do all of the staff rooms. Especially since that kitchen is useless for death row itself. And then you go there too. Does that take care of everything then? Certainly looks that way. Good. Then finally no, this. And for some reason, let's hope it sorts itself out, otherwise these guys are gonna starve to death. Not that I mind, but oh well. If you're here to die anyway. So, also I noticed that Mr. Bobby, which is probably somewhere over here. Mr. Bobby. Ah, the Grouch. You've already passed one of the, whatchamacallit? Death row appeals. You failed it, sorry. Yeah, of course. If you fail, you pass, basically. I'm gonna leave that switched on because otherwise it's gonna mess up with the proper execution. Either way, I guess I'll see you guys in a second when we get the next intake of 4, 4, and 4. See you in a bit. Welcome back. I made a few changes here and there. I'll get into that in a second. But first, here come the new inmates. 3, 4. Okay, let's have a look-see. Aha! We have our first snitch, so protective custody it is. And this is the reason why I have the reveal all reputations, because I'm working with dynamic reputations and extra reputations and the good stuff. So this just protects me and the prisoners. So that I can sort them early on. The preacher. Now, if you're not working with the extra reputations mutator, then you still can get preachers, but they will happen thanks to a mute or a event. And all they really do, might as well show it to you if I can find him here, Mr. Preacher. So this person is extremely charismatic and is able to convert others to their religion, giving them the spirituality need. So Is he a real danger? Not really. But he can be quite annoying. I believe that... Let's see, do I have any... Ullman, you are still... That's Mr. Nighthawk. Right. So yeah, 9 prisoners want to transfer, 1 in protective custody, and Mr. Wilders and Wagstaff already failed their stuff. Okay. Anything else? Well, still no criminally insane, still no supermax, still no transfers because we're still not at day 5. However, what I can show you in this window is that out of the 9 people that want to transfer, none of them are gang leaders or gang lieutenants. They may be gang members, but most likely they're not. And only 3 of them have a reoffending chance of 25% or lower. So they can still go to medium security if they have 26% or higher, because I'm only saying that they need to meet 6 out of 7 criteria. So yeah. Anything else? Things that I've changed in the meantime. I was working on the staff canteen, the staff rooms here. One thing that the Going Green DLC added was a shorter version of the serving table, which I did use over here, but I didn't put in the staff rooms, or at least not that one. I did do it here, staff room here, did put it in there, and in there, and in there. Turns out I didn't put it in that. And that's the only thing I didn't put it in. Right. Also, something that I learned from my Going Green prison is that the drinking machines are a golden source of contraband. So, in the canteens, I have replaced my drinking machines with a fan for both my maximum security and my medium security. Since the protective custody doesn't... Oh, they do have a drinking machine. Dump it. And we'll replace this with... Question. What's the window in? Classy window right here. Screw them. I also don't want the drinking machine in here. But it seems that they don't have it. Is that correct? They don't have it. Good. And of course these guys don't have it. So the only drinking machine in canteens will be inside of my minimum security. Oh well, that's just a risk I'm gonna have to take. Anything else? Oh yeah, gyms. I'm gonna look for them. Gymnasium. Just a water cooler and a fan. And common rooms too. So... not in here, not in here. Make sure that these guys have no access to drinking machines at all. Except when they break into the staff room. Then they will. But they won't. Common room, common room, common room. Where were you? Again, here. That will be a no. Not in here. Gym and common room. That's a snack machine. Those are arcade cabinets. And I think that... okay, these guys are allowed to have them. Because that way, if they're caught with it, they're being sent back to maximum security anyway, so... yeah, I guess that's about it. So, pretty much nothing else is happening. I'm still severely in the red, as you can see with my daily cash flow. I moved around some doctor deployments again. Deployments. Because it turns out I have more spaces for doctors than I had doctors, so I just removed a couple of designations here and there. What is this? Cooks. I may have mentioned that I did that for cooks as well, but definitely for the farmers. That's about it, I guess. That's all I really did. So, well, I guess that we have one more day. So 36. Yeah. One more day of 12 intake. And that's going to be the end of this video. And then starting the next video, it's going to be 3 days at a time. Because I honestly don't know how long the videos will be once the events start running. Once I start doing the executions. Once I start messing around with transfers and such. But, yeah. Also, something that I noticed, not all of my guards have guard tasers. So, I turned on the guard taser certification program. Again. Turned it off previously. But I turned it on again. Luckily, it's in the staff-only classroom. Previously, it was being held in the minimum security classroom for some reason. Don't know why, but don't care. Looks like we already have somebody up for parole. Excuse me? Mr. Whiteman. For a second there, I thought it was a death row inmate. People doing spiritual guidance. As you can see, people are interested in farm work and in solar panel development. There were people interested in flower therapy as well before, but of course they can't get to it. And as you can see, nobody's passing drugs and alcoholics. No one needs behavioral therapy for now, but people are interested in foundation education and workshop safety induction, but of course, since they're all maximum security, they can't get it. I guess I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, it's still the night of day 3, but I wanted to show you guys the effects of running with the good stuff and extra reputations, as well as dynamic reputations. You may remember that on the first 3 days, I didn't get any legendary prisoners. However, due to the fact that I'm running all of those mutator and reputation things, we now have this guy legendary. This guy is suddenly a pickpocket. Maybe he already was. But, yeah. This is why you want to make sure that your prisoners don't get drugs and such. At the moment, this prison is not really outfitted for the proper way to make sure that no one gets drugs. But that'll be for the next prison. But I just wanted to show you that. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I saw somebody in solitary and I thought that maybe he wanted to be a confidential informant. And looks like we've got more people in solitary. Or not. Either way, it seems that all 4 of the... no, one in solitary, one awaiting. It seems that all 4 of our guys have failed the death row appeal, so I'm happy about that. And this is contraband that has been arranged. And there's no way that I can set a search area here, so oh well. Also, 82% of the cabbages have been exported and sold. This one is ripe, that one is ripe. So I'm guessing that by this time tomorrow, in-game, we should see the overproduction grant being done for the first time. And I say first time because it is a repeatable grant. I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna bring you guys back a little early because I do believe if I do this, no, he didn't. Oh well. Either way, last day of the video, I hired 7 more guards because I had 63, and I'm a guy that likes even numbers, or like numbers multiplied by 5. So yeah, got some more exports going out here. Barley, and corn. And here are our final group of prisoners. Let's have a look. Ooh, you're a dangerous guy. So Mr. Stoical here. Mr. Pickpocket and Dealer. Mr. Stoical here. Mr. Bennett eats. Sure. You, Bennett. Nightingale. Sparks. I know I missed something. Gull. Oh no. Right. Let's see. Oh, that's it. 10 prisoners want to transfer. Out of the 19 that can. Well, I have 19 capacity. So, with that being said, now that I have, if I'm not mistaken, 48 maximum security, I will set this to that. And then fill to capacity. And while it says fill to 200, that would only be if I also added supermax and medium and minimum and criminally insane. But of course, I'm not doing that. And as you can see, we have even more legendary prisoners thanks to that mutator. And that is why you want to be kind of careful. Also, a funny little thing that I noticed while off screen. It is currently eat time, but this guy, the workaholic, doesn't care. He just wants to work. Work. So yeah, you're a snitch and an instigator. Well, even though you are quite the nasty little guy, I'm gonna give you into there because of the snitch. Now, despite because the fact that this guy is volatile and an instigator, it could very well be that he's gonna murder this guy. But if that happens, of course, due to the way that I've set up my policy for punishment, for protective custody, he's also an escape artist, so he's got double the chance that he'll end up in Supermax, either through murdering because he's volatile, and because he is an escape artist. He wants to try and escape this place, so good luck. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, still 4,000, not a lot. I don't have any more gravestones available, as you can see, but I really wanted to harvest the cabbage, and I can't set it to harvest, sadly. So yeah, I really wanted to have the this done, but I guess it doesn't work that way. Either way, we see people in the mail room. Nobody in the shop at the moment. We have some recycling. And I think I may need a few more guards. But I have no money. Of course I don't. And as you can see, lots of seats, lots of staff meals. I really wish that they would fix this. I also noticed that I will definitely need a couple more workmen, so probably in the next episode, since I am gonna kind of keep this short. It's kind of sad that excuse me, we're not done with the death row appeal just yet. I might see if I can throw in another one. I know I can, but do I want to? That's the question. Death row appeal. Sure, we'll throw in one. Right here. And here. And here. Okay, this is gonna run like pretty much 24/7. Reschedule. So we may go faster through the death row inmates. Oh, we have our first death. You overdosed. You're a dumbass. There's something that I haven't shown yet. Room quality. Okay, these three are definitely in the right cell. These three are definitely, 4 are in the right cell. You kind of need to get promoted. You kind of need to get promoted. You as well. I guess that these already started the sentence. Oh, you have some violence going on, which is good. I like this. I'll sell this. We're running low on cash, I know. We're 25,000 in the negative. We're running low on cash. No shit, Sherlock. So I guess that the food distribution did sort itself out eventually. Or not. But I don't care. You still have your food. That's fine. Cabbage. We'll sell this wheat, sure. This wheat is ready to be sold. Here's my exports area and my garbage. I was actually contemplating on having a helipad over here, or a dock for, I don't know. I was just like thinking out loud, rambling a little bit. Don't need that compost fertilizer. And I don't need that compost fertilizer, because I'm not using those areas for farming. And sadly, cabbage takes the longest to grow. Oh, we have our first event. What is it? There you go. Subsidence of the land causes a section of outer wall to be destroyed, and I should repair it immediately. Well, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, because I would need money for that, and I don't have money. Gonna dump them instead. So yeah, that's an event. So I guess that my first priority in the next video is to sort this out. So yeah, I'm gonna find a good spot for a screenshot. Probably just like right over here. I'm gonna end it off over here. I do thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Helps out a great deal. Maybe next episode we're gonna see an execution, or 2, or 3, or 4. We've got 2 maximum security prisoners coming in tomorrow as well. So intake is gonna continue. We're still severely in the red. This is gonna be fun. Anyway, I'm Paul with Many Voices. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.